Welcome to this special edition of Weather to Watch, and the weather we're watching is space weather, and of course many of you were treated to the awesome aurora last night, and there's a pretty strong possibility this will be repeated again this evening in case you missed out. I'll show you some local pictures here from the Ozarks in southwest Missouri and talk about the possibilities for this repeating itself tonight. Well, the Space Weather Center, it's a division of the National Weather Service and NOAA, watches this sort of thing, and they are looking for geomagnetic storms, which are caused by coronal mass ejections from the sun. And we can talk a little bit more about this. This is a scale that goes up to G5. We experienced G4 last night. G3 is what was going on when this particular key message graphic was issued, which was just before 1 o'clock Central Standard Time today on the 12th. And they are still looking at it to be either G level 3 or G level 4 tonight. And it was visible over most of the country and may continue to be visible as far south as almost the Gulf Coast, at least on the distant horizon. Here in Missouri, we could see it up to about 20 degrees above the horizon, maybe a little higher. So it was interesting, and I'll be going out tonight to looking for it again with my camera, and we'll see what we can come up with. Well, let's talk a little bit more about this. I did want to also tell you that they did issue a geomagnetic storm watch for the 13th all day tomorrow. So this still could go on into tomorrow, which would be Thursday. This same organization has a computer model, works pretty well, shows you the possibility or probability of an aurora, and this is a loop that just keeps repeating itself, starts at about 3:45, goes to midnight Central Standard Time. So you can see it follows, of course, nighttime circles, as you can see it going around the globe there, but it reaches its peak sometime, let's say, between, I'm going to peg that at around, let's see here, about 8 o'clock to about 11, maybe 12 o'clock tonight. Okay. And of course, you want it to be dark, and that won't be a problem. And if you can do yourself a favor and get away from lights, you'll have a better show and a better view. But I've got lots of pictures where there were lights in the shot, and it really didn't matter. It was pretty vivid. So let's take a look at some of these. Lori Hutton took this picture last night with power lines in the shot that over long distances under these geomagnetic storms could have charges induced along them, and they can be a real problem. Christina James out east of Springfield took this picture. Kent Nichols, he's up in Rolla, took this picture. Took this picture. Thank you very, very much. And Bill Mankey, this shot with a nice little glow of kind of a yellowish green there, with some fencing in the foreground. And finally, we have Jennifer Brown taking a really cool shot of a kind of a more purplish color with the green on the very low part of the horizon. So thank you for all of you guys for sharing those pictures with me. Let's take a look at the visible satellite loop on this Wednesday afternoon. It looks pretty favorable for viewing throughout the nation's midsection. There are a few high clouds coming over the top of the ridge here, but I don't think these will obstruct the viewing too much. Not probably a great chance in New England of seeing much. And we'll take a look at this loop here. Last thing we'll look at, this is the HRRR model, the high resolution model forecasting clouds. Same loop, just starts a little earlier. So this goes from noon to midnight, so it's a 12-hour loop. And it does show some of that total cloud cover, that high cloudiness drifting from Nebraska on over into the Corn Belt. And, of course, the Northeast pretty much shrouded in cloud cover, but I still think that would be good viewing for folks listening in the Ozarks, that's most of you, and watching. We're going to be okay, I think, for the most part going into the evening. So happy aurora watching to you. I hope to get some shots myself, and stay safe out there. And we'll bring in another weather update tomorrow afternoon.